you're well. Even though the world is falling apart and everything's shit, and these are really dark days. I mean, do you remember back in November we were celebrating Guy Fawkes Night? Yeah, Guy Fawkes, failed terrorist, didn't blow up Parliament, didn't blow up anything, and yet we named the night after him. Wouldn't it make a lot more sense if we named it after someone who was actually more successful, damaging the government and bringing the economy to its knees? I mean, what more does Rachel Reeves have to do? Turn up in the Epstein files? I mean, we can still have a bonfire, we'll just burn our pensions. Because these are dark days. I mean, even cinemas are closing. Well, I thought my local cinema was closed because it's deserted at the weekend. But it turns out it was just showing the Melania film. And January, we had 31 days in a row of rain. And people are still talking about dry January. I mean, maybe they work for Thames Water. Maybe they're just ramping up the next hosepipe ban. I don't know. But these are dark days. I mean, look at America. They want to expand their borders, don't they? You know, Venezuela, Greenland, Legoland. I mean, if they found oil in Middle Earth, then Gandalf would be in Guantanamo Bay by now. And the thing is, I don't mind. You know, fine. I just feel that we should get in on the act as well. You know, we should take over somewhere. Like, I don't know, Belgium. I mean, no one will notice. No one will care. And we don't need to do all that regime change nonsense either. That's all too complicated. We'll just do it old school, you know, run in, grow all the good stuff, like the chocolate, put it somewhere safe where no one's ever going to find it, like the British Museum, and then rename Brussels, something more appropriate, like, I don't know, New Croydon. Because these are dark days. I mean, I was talking to my daughter about life in the 90s, because I'm old enough to remember it. And the thing is, back in the 90s, I mean, those were dark days too, but they were so much cheaper. I mean, back then, I could even afford to go and watch Oasis play. And the thing is, we didn't have social media or mobile phones or things like that, which made asking girls out a lot more complicated. I mean, basically, we couldn't just slide into people's DMs or follow their profiles. No. We actually had to follow them home. Not in a creepy way. No, we were just getting our steps in. Before, obviously, asking them out face to face and being brutally humiliated and rejected and having all our confidence destroyed. And those were dark days. But we never had to worry about being ghosted. Because back then, if I wanted to talk to my girlfriend, then I would call her up on the landline in her family home. And if she didn't want to talk to me, wasn't interested anymore, then she just wouldn't answer. Which does sound a lot like being ghosted, but it was completely different. This was more like Russian roulette, in that she might not answer, but her dad would. And he would spend hours consoling me by explaining just how happy he was that I was outside his daughter's life. And of course, if he didn't answer, then her mum might. And that's completely different. That was death by 1,000 cuts. So, oh, it's such a shame. He seemed like such a nice lad. It's just got so much on her mind. I mean, seriously, it's like being waterboarded with kindness. But if she was out as well, then you would get the third member of the family. And that's when you've really hit rock bottom. When her 8-year-old brother would answer the phone, call me a wanker, and hang up. And that's the thing about being dumped in the 90s. I mean, it was painful. but it really brought families together again. And what normally happen about this time of year, because those are dark days. Thank you.